Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today we are diving into my collection of Rongrong stickers to do a plan with me. Let's go! All right, so for this spread, I pulled out this book. This is the Rongrong and Minji Kang collab called The Big Fashion Sticker Book. And while these girls might not like scream Valentine's Day, I do think that they scream Galentine's Day because I think they are gorgeous. And I'm super excited to use some of them. These are like my inspiration right here. So those are going to be the jumping off point. And then we're going to see where we go. I pulled out some washi tape from my stash that I think kind of picks up some of the colors in these girls' outfits. So we're going to go with that. All right, I will link things down below. I do have a coupon code for Rongrong, so make sure to check the description box for my coupon code and my link if you want to check out the sticker book. Otherwise, I'll put you guys on fast forward. Let's go. All right, so to start out, I have been having a lot of fun with washi tape recently, and I think there's so many cool ways to use washi tape, and lately I've been really enjoying using it to create kind of a background for some of my pages. So that's what I'm going to do right here. These are just washi tapes from my stash. I think some are from Illustrated Faith. Like I said, just in my stash. I've had them for a while. And I'm using the washi tape to go across both pages. So what I did was put the two pages of my layout right next to each other. I'm going to go across both pages, and you can see now they're kind of attached together. And what I'm doing is making a pattern with my washi tape. Right now, it probably looks a bit like a hot mess, like I'm just going nuts with the washi tape, and I am having fun. I don't really worry about wasting the washi because I have so much washi. I want to use it. I love my washi wall I have in my room, which if you haven't seen that, you should check out the craft studio tour because the washi wall is super cool. But I also want to use my supplies, and so I'm not really worried about pieces of this that might get wasted, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So I'm using these three colors because they definitely kind of picked up what was happening in the stickers that I really liked. I'm deciding for the black. I'm just going to go down the middle on this one. I thought black across the page was going to be too much. And before you think that I'm absolutely crazy with the washi that I'm putting on here, I am going to be removing some of it. And you'll see that in a second. But first, I'm just getting my basic pattern down on the page. This is a super easy way to add an interesting look to your layouts. It's just washi. It's just washi and a craft knife and go for it. And it makes this cool pattern that is on the outside of where you write, so you still have a ton of room for your planner to be functional, which I feel like is super important. I'm not all about the decorative stickers everywhere. I'm all about my planner helping me. So I sped this up a lot, but what I'm doing is using my Fiskars craft knife and a straight edge, and you can see I'm just removing the parts of the washi that are within the vertical boxes of my layout. So it looks like the washi is all behind where the vertical boxes are. You could accomplish this by using an extra set of vertical boxes and cutting it out and pasting it over the top of your washi as well if you didn't want to try cutting it out. But I find that this is just such a very satisfying thing to do, cutting away the washi and removing those clean lines and seeing how cool the spread looks afterwards. I think it's so satisfying, and I think it's pretty easy to put together. All right, now that that is done, I'm going to cut the two pages apart, and then we will return to some of the decorative elements. Look how cool that looks in the background. I love it. Now, one of the reasons I love this particular page is I found out I really like the background on this page. So I wanted to take some of this kind of cloud look and include it as a sticker. It's not meant to be, so I just used my scissors and I cut it off and trimmed around it, and ta-da, little clouds for my ladies to wander on top of, and you'll see that in a minute. And then I'm going to cut along this edge because I needed another straight edge of clouds to put on the other side to balance. So don't be afraid to kind of dismantle your sticker book and take it apart and use different stickers for different things. I kind of struggled with the sticker for a while. I'm not going to lie. I didn't cut it straight. That's on me. And so then I couldn't get it evened out, and it was a little I don't know, a little frustrating, but again, grabbing my craft knife, cutting off the stuff that is outside of the boxes, and it just brings in an extra interesting element. It's helping me get even more out of these awesome sticker books because they took such great time to do those cool backgrounds for a lot of these different sets of girls in this collection for the big fashion book that I want to be able to utilize those in what I'm making. So I'm going to be cutting apart several of these pages, I'm pretty sure, and I just like how it gives me a little extra oomph in my spreads. All right, so now I have the girls and I want them kind of walking around on the bottom. There's a couple ways I could have done this. I could have put the girls onto white sticker paper and then trim them out, and then you wouldn't have had to worry about the fact that they're on clear sticker paper. That would have had them pop even more. In this case, this is my personal planner. It doesn't bug me that some of the stickers in the background are coming through. I'm still getting the impression of the girls as the main thing. And I love just how it's giving me all of the Galentine's Day feels. I love Valentine's Day and I love celebrating with my husband, and we'll probably do something low key, maybe the weekend after Valentine's Day because we happen to have a super busy Tuesday. But I'm also celebrating Galentine's on this particular week with a group of friends. I think it's just a wonderful, I know it's commercial and I know all of that, but I also just think it's a wonderful way to just remind yourself to celebrate your friendships and celebrate love in general. So I don't shy away from Valentine's Day. I think it's fun to celebrate, and so this theme is going to end up being kind of Galentine's-esque. All right, I was just about to put this sticker down at the top and I noticed that it says March at the top of my planner. And I'll be honest, I don't remember if I had to Franken plan out of another planner or if this is maybe a misprint in my happy planner. But it definitely said March at the top of this week and it's definitely a February week. No big deal. I'm just putting the sticker over the top of it. I don't need the month up there in the corner anyway. I know what month it is when I'm flipping to this particular planner spread, so it's not a big deal for me. I am mixing in some of the lighter pastels, the lavender and the orange. I'm mixing those in with some black. So there are some black accent boxes in the Big Fashion sticker book that I'm going to be using. And then I also end up grabbing for Mojo Jojo's black box sticker book because that is just kind of a staple that I use all of the time. And then I also end up grabbing the Rainbow Mega Book with all of the different boxes. They have a bunch of grays in there that I'm going to use for checklists here in a moment. So I generally do scheduling on the top row of my planner. I've tried to change it up and I can change it up. I can have different areas that do different things and it's fun to do that sometimes, but I really like keeping my schedule at the top. It's just all gathered in one place. It's really easy to see and it's something I do most of the time, kind of my default when I move my boxes around. It's for a reason because I'm doing clustering, it's for decorative reasons, but when I'm really focusing on functionality, having the schedule at the top, tasks in the middle, and then extra things at the bottom really helps me figure out what's going on for that particular week at a really quick glance. All right, I add boxes for every scheduled thing, like every practice, every rehearsal, every coffee date with friends. Anytime my family has a scheduled thing to do, I add a box or something to write the schedule out on. And so that's why you see me pulling lots of different boxes and figuring out what is going to go where. Yes, I had a box casualty. It came off and it tore, so that makes me sad because I don't like to waste any of the black boxes because I know I'm going to use them lots and lots. Now that I have all my functionality at the top, I'm going to add some to the middle. I love checklist stickers. I know not everyone does. A lot of people prefer bullets. I like to mix it up, but checklists are so helpful. And I'm kind of doing like a gradient kind of feel. I'm doing the darkest black color in the middle and then kind of going out with the grays to light grays as you go out to each edge. And I will repeat that on the other side. And that gives me a nice little spot to do to-do list things in each of the days for the week of Valentine's Day. Hopefully it's not a crazy busy week. I think it's a crazy busy week right before, but I'm not sure that the actual week of Valentine's Day is going to be more crazy than normal for us. So I guess we'll see. But I have tons of room to write all kinds of lists. And if I end up not filling those, if I don't have a ton of tasks that day, I usually fill it with just memories of the day. I do a little bit of back planning and like to fill in some other things with that. All right, all the functionality is in place, so I'm just looking to see if there are any other fun stickers that I can add into this spread. I do find a little banner sticker, and then I'm going to choose the Fashion is My Passion sticker to go over on Sunday to fill in some of that white space, and this planner spread will be done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's week or Galentine's or however you are celebrating this week. I will definitely link all of the items I used down below, including this gorgeous sticker book from Rongrong. Don't forget to use my affiliate code Scrappy10 and my affiliate link to help save you a little extra money. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you all so much for all of your support. We're having a fabulous time over on Patreon. And if you want to join us, you can find the link for my Patreon account in the description box as well. All right, just adding a few little quotes from Tim Holtz down here at the bottom, and we are going to call it a day on this spread. Again, thank you for joining me. I hope that you all have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.